Hello, my name is Ash, a counselor in training. This is my Relatable study podcast for individuals who need help studying for their NCE, CPCE, and other related counseling exams. I'm going to go through many questions from multiple resources and make the answers relatable to both you and me. So get your listening ears on and let's get studying. A client's mother expresses conflicting thoughts about counseling because it is viewed as a weakness in her community. She worries that her son was only referred for treatment because he is a minority. How would you engage her participation in the care of the client? A. Provide her with evidence that her cultural beliefs are wrong. B. Recognize the intersectionality of each person's privilege and marginalization. C. Explore her bias regarding the school's predominant culture. D. Explore her incongruence. The answer is B. Recognize the intersectionality of each person's privilege and marginalization. This will help the client in her participation in the care of the client, and you could do some psychoeducation with the mother in order to help reduce conflicting thoughts about counseling, in order for her to gain more information about counseling as a whole and how it may not be a weakness but a strength, to help the mother understand that it is a healing process. Kohlberg proposed 3 levels of morality. Freud, on the other hand, felt morality developed from the A. superego, B. ego, C. id, D. eros. The answer is A. Freud, on the other hand, felt morality developed from the superego, and in Freud's structural theory of the psyche, the superego is the component of the personality that delivers mental rewards or punishments for a person's action, and it represents the society values and standards. What is discrimination? Discrimination is the deliberate act of expressing prejudice with immediate and serious economic and social consequences. For example, discrimination can include not allowing someone to be interviewed for a job or not allowed to buy something in a shop. And this could be because of their sex, gender, ethnicity, disability, age, sexual orientation, religion, race, so on and so forth. When we take a look back into our history, the most famous example would be African Americans and how they were discriminated against because of the color of their skin. That is the most famous example. Social learning principles are applied to behavioral management for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Which option is a component of this approach? A. Modeling, B. Punishment, C. Reinforcement, D. Counter-conditioning. The answer is C. Reinforcement is a component of the social learning principles when applied to behavioral management for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. For example, I work with someone who has ADHD, and oftentimes I do have to remind them, hey, this needs to be done. This is your reminder. Hey, this needs to be done. Here's your reminder. Just reinforcing the behavior of things need to get done will help them keep on track on what they need to be doing. Which of the following is not a reason to use non-parametric statistics? A. There is a homogeneous sample. B. There is a normal score distribution. C. There are 2 independent samples. D. There is a normal categorical data. The answer is B. There is a normal score distribution is not a reason to use non-parametric statistics, because when using non-parametric statistics, the test results just means that the distribution is different somehow and is not necessarily the median. I would recommend doing some more research on this one if you are not familiar with statistics. I myself am going to go do some research on this one. And that is all 5 questions for this episode. Thank you for listening. Keep calm and study on.